Terve kaikille, on Max ja tänään jatketaan taas uutta peliä. Mä oon vähän testannut tätä. Ja katsotaan miten tää onnistuu. Jos me niinku mennään.
Three months ago, nomads found her dying in northern Siberia. Walker, Kate Walker, born in New York in the United States.
Kate Walker.
She had an American passport on her. She showed up at the clinic last week. She's recovering. She's fine.
You're certain?
No, se on hyvä, että se on kunnossa. Hän on kunnossa, se kuitenkin.
Until we arrive.
I will do what it takes. You can count on me, Colonel.
Good morning. Good morgenella. Good morgenella. Miten sanotaan kuitenkin? Okei. Okay.
Oh, my head.
Hello, Kate Walker.
Hello.
My name is Kirk, Kate Walker.
Kirk?
Kirk of the Yukol tribe. Do you remember the Yukols?
Where are we? My memory's all mixed up.
Kyllä sattuu.
Terrible blizzard with snow and ice.
Jos voidaan keskittyä paremmin, mitä me tekee.
We are in the clinic of Dr. Zamyatin, in the town of Velsambor.
How did I end up here?
We Yukols migrate with our snow ostriches to the sacred lands. It's a long journey. A very special journey.
Just näin.
1 month ago, we found you dying on a riverbank there in the north. We took you in and our shaman cared for you. Afterwards, we continued our journey. And today, we are both here to finish getting better.
Damn. Tai jalka paskana.
You lost a leg.
It was an accident, you know. Some people don't like nomads like us. But don't worry about me. Dr. Zamyatin asked a master craftsman from Velsambor to make me a new leg. And he's going to put it on me when it's ready. It will be like a brand new leg.
Why are you tied to that bed?
That was the decision of Madame Olga, Dr. Zamyatin's assistant. She says I'm too restless, and it's the only way to make sure I get better. Apparently, it's going to take a long time to make my artificial leg. And in the meantime, my people are without a guide and are waiting for me, with the herd, so we can continue.
Todella surullista.
Well, Kirk, I'm delighted to have made your acquaintance. I guess I have to go tell the staff that I'm awake, I feel fine, and I have no intention of hanging around here.
Of course, Kate Walker. I'm sure someone will be in the yard. Maybe even Madame Olga.
What? Hello? Is anybody there?
I don't think anybody heard you, Kate Walker. Try using the call button that's located next to the door.
Nothing. It doesn't work, Kirk.
I think I saw some of the staff using it the other day. Take a good look at the mechanism, Kate Walker. Maybe you can find a way to get it working again.
This diagram shows how to turn the call button on, but I can't do anything until I can get at the internal mechanism.
Aika monen paussi. Koe
I'm
pysyä
sure you'll be
paustilla.
able to find something you can use to open it up.
Kattokaa ne. Ei mene paustilla.
That should do the trick quite nicely. Now try to use it to see if you can repair the call button.
Mä train.
Right. Let's see if I can repair the mechanism.
If you're not sure, maybe the diagram you saw earlier might help.
Finally.
Finally. Right. Now I just have to find a supervisor.
Supervisor.
Well done, Kate Walker. I'm going to have a bit of a rest now. Please try to come back and say goodbye to me before you go.
Let's do that.
Someone should have a word with the maintenance department.
Go hold your head under the ice water in the fountain, Nikita. That'll clear up your damn headaches.
Not his time. This isn't a normal headache.
Vanha pelastuslaite.
Ah, you're finally awake, number 10. What can I do for you?
Well, it seems to me that I'm cured. And now I'd like to be on my way.
Given your condition, that would seem somewhat premature and perhaps even unreasonable, number 10.
I am not a number. My name is Kate Walker. I would appreciate it if you would call me by my name, Doctor.
There's a perfect example. That aggression boiling up within you. I'm afraid that it may be a significant traumatic after effect.
So you're refusing to let me leave?
Oh, no, of course not, miss. I have no intention of abusing any of the prerogatives of my position. Nonetheless, first you must submit to a series of tests that are designed to demonstrate that you have fully recovered. You understand. Please, sit down.
On that?
Yes, yes, don't be afraid.
What the?
Ja, klik.
Don't worry about these restraints. Merely a simple formality that's part of the protocol that Dr. Olga, our supervisor, has implemented. Right. I do believe that we can begin. Now, be so kind as to state your first and last names, age, and place of birth, please.
My name is Kate Walker. I was born in New York, and I'll be 30 this year.
Good, good, miss. Up until now, my device would seem to corroborate what you say.
You're using a lie detector?
It's procedure. Please stop worrying and talk to me instead of your friends and family. Are you on good terms with them?
No, I cut off with them. I haven't had any news from my mother for weeks. And Dan, my fiancé, left me for my best friend Olivia.
You seem to be basking in this chaos and anarchy, Miss Walker. Is this inclination for disorder connected to this Hans Vorarlberg and Oscar? You spoke about them at length while you were delirious.
Oscar was a kind of automaton, very special, very sophisticated. You know, sometimes it was as if he was almost alive. He was designed by Hans Vorarlberg. Hans was a genius. The last of a long dynasty of precision machinery manufacturers. We went on a very long journey together. Then we landed on a small island in the sea called Siberia. Hans knew that there was still a herd of mammoths there that had survived from prehistory. Hans was obsessed by mammoths.
Mammoths? Imagine that.
It's a strange story, I admit, but I assure you it's the truth, Doctor.
To be honest, what I'm interested in, Miss Walker, is that during your travels you were in contact with the Yukon people, the nomads who brought you here to Velsenbor. In your opinion, what should we fear
Kerro vähän
from such a
kahvia
primitive tribe
ryöstyttämään.
of savages who understand neither law nor border, refusing civilization and settlement?
I think, Doctor, that the Yukols live in harmony with nature, time, and space. They have no real reason to change the way they live.
Now that is an example of typical American idealism. Maybe you should go back to New York right away. I'm sure your brilliant ideas will be justly appreciated there. I see. In a way, your silence is quite answer enough, Miss Walker. So you intend to continue your journey through our country. A hazardous undertaking with neither goal nor destination. Pity for a brilliant New York attorney who seemed to have a gleaming future.
That's not for you to decide, Doctor. For the rest, I think I've demonstrated throughout this interview that I present no psychological after effects from my injuries. I would therefore like you to authorize my release now.
Of course, of course. Do calm down, Miss Walker.
I'm sorry, but I'm not used to being interrogated like this.
Some years ago, I would have interrogated you in a very different manner, Miss Walker. I grant that I may still feel some nostalgia for the good old traditional methods. You're one of the very last representatives of a world that is fast disappearing, Miss Walker. A disordered world that no one will miss. This key is much like you. unstructured and uncontrollable. If you're able to find a way to use it to leave this floor, then you shall have proved that you are permanently cured.
I would like to get my things back before I leave.
You will find them there.
Turn around.
No niin.
You seem somewhat upset. Try looking at the birds in the aviary. That should calm you.
No ja kuunnella. Sitten pitää laittaa ovi. Oi vittu. Noin.
But
What on earth's wrong, Miss Walker?
I don't understand. The key. It didn't work.
I did warn you, you know. You can't be at all well enough yet to deserve to be released already.
But what do I have to do?
Why don't you go back and have a lie down in your room so you can continue your convalescence?
But look at me. I feel fine. You have to let me go.
Impossible, Miss Walker. The rule is very clear. Only those patients who are capable of opening the door may leave this floor.
In that case, I will try to escape in any way I can, Doctor.
You can try, Kate Walker, but understand that in the 20 years I've been working in this department, no one has succeeded.
Okay.
There's a problem with the key. That's obvious. I need to find out where it comes from.
Mä haluan tsekata ton.
Dr. Olga, we should perhaps say hello.
Someone should have a word with the maintenance department.
Have you seen the mammoths too? Go tell the staff, that way maybe they'll believe me. And have you seen any dragons too?
Hello.
And who might you be, miss?
Yeah. Who are we speaking to?
My name is Kate. Kate Walker.
Kate. Kate Walker. That doesn't sound too local.
Yeah. So how did you get here, Kate? Kate Walker?
The Yukels brought me here.
The Yukels. They're nothing but chicken thieves. A whole bunch of scumbag morons doing nothing but infesting the streets of Valsambor.
Yeah. Now they've come here to do their dirty work.
You mean Kirk, I suppose.
For 20 years we've been in this clinic. Since we got back from Baranor. Listen, this place has always actually been a quality establishment. I don't mind admitting. So we were pretty disappointed when we heard that Madame Olga is now letting in those degenerate scumbags from up north.
Come on, Anton, come on. Madame Olga knows very well what she's doing. She must have her reasons for letting those midgets in here.
I'll be leaving you then, gentlemen. Goodbye.
See you around, Kate. Kate Walker.
Yeah. See you around.
I really tried. I tried to tell them I was a whole lot better. They just wouldn't listen.
No way. Not a chance. Let's try something else.
Mitä mä keksit tästä? Tulla on avain.
Automaton birds?
Sillä yhdellä on avain rahkeessa. Eiku ihan oikeesti nyt, Kate. Kokeile nyt vähän kävellä.
The light, the wind, the heat. I can still feel it all. I dream of it every night.
Tulla se yhdellä oli kaulassa avain, kokeillaan saada se. Ellei me pääse tänne. Nyt jumalauta. Tämä ohjaus on vitu vaikeata. Kattokaa nyt tätä.
I should inspect the key before I do anything else.
Mennään tonne.
Baranor? What's Baranor?
A place. It's a goddamn hellhole.
Helvetin
What are you talking
reikä.
about, Anton?
Se vittua.
That's all I have to say about it, Kate. Kate Walker. Can't stir up the past.
So have you really been here for 20 years?
Yeah. At first, we were kept for observation with some of our buddies after that damn mission to, Baranur.
Leon and me, we're almost the last ones still here now. We don't know what happened to the others. Gotta say, some of them were pretty bad. Worse than us. Some guys who got it pretty bad.
Fortunately, Madame Olga looks after us right. They look after us nicely here.
Yeah. She looks after us good. She's a real lady, if you want my opinion.
I'll be
Then
leaving you then, gentlemen.
Siinä on selvästi avain.
See you around, Kate. Kate Walker.
Yeah. See you around.
Siinä on tuo saatana avain. Itsehän me keksitäs. Doda.
Well, what do you know? Damn key doesn't work.
Tippaan täältä.
What's that owl doing here? This must be Valsambur, the town Kirk told me about.
On älä tähän mitään. Mennä pois. Jutellaan aina friendille hetki. Miksi siinä on jotain asiaa? Friendi!
Kirk?
Joku Kirk.
Can you hear me? No luck. Well, I'll let him sleep for now.
Dr. Olga, we should perhaps say hello.
Tästä tää sanoo.
Burns. It still burns.
Nothing.
Even after all these years.
Have you seen the mammoths too? Go
Yhtenä
tell the
kohta
staff,
tällä.
that way maybe they'll believe me. And have you seen any dragons too?
So you're finally awake. Has Dr. Olga been informed?
Get your bearings. I understood that you'd be staying with us for a little while yet.
Älä lähde karkuun.
Be reasonable, please, Miss Walker. I'm sure that with our treatment, in a few months you'll regain all of your faculties, and you'll be able to leave the clinic perfectly cured.
No way. Nothing. It doesn't work.
Hei, onko roskiksissa mitään? Ei voi tässä pelissä laittaa roskiksi ei yhtään mitään. Tai ottaa sieltä. Täytyykö vielä puhua vain tolle? Joka ei noita voi säätää. Tuolla ei ole mitään. Näillä ei ole mitään asiaa.
Can you tell me where the exit is, please?
Se oli asia.
But you won't be able to leave until you've had a meeting with Dr. Mongo Ling in his office.
Yeah, he's the one
Joo,
who
aika havia oot
or
hetki.
not.
I'll be leaving
Hetki.
you then, gentlemen. Goodbye.
See you around, Kate. Kate Walker.
Yeah. See you around.
Tää on outo tää peli. Versus tää on outo peli. Tää on outo tää peli versus muihin SYBERIAihin. Tää on niinku 3, niinku 2 erilainen kuin 1 taas. Tai kuin komedea. Mut sitten niinku... No, älkää liikuko. Niin, mutta kuitenkin tykkään tästä.
Ah, Kate. Kate Walker. How's it going? You look kind of down.
Well, I had a problem.
I bet you went and flunked Dr. Mongo Ling's test, right? But don't go flipping out. over it,
Hieno
Kate-
taulu.
Kate Walker. I could never figure out how I was supposed to pass those damn tests either.
I did fine in the interview, and he gave me the key to the exit. The problem is I can't open the door. It doesn't work.
Sometimes things just aren't obvious around here. I gotta tell you, Kate Walker. Leon, who is a lot sneakier than me. A few years ago, he got through the interview okay, and also actually got that damn key from the doctor.
Yeah. But I never got the damn door open.
Damn.
Same as you.
There's something really wrong with this place. That weird interview we have to go through doesn't surprise you? And all of that just to get a key that doesn't open anything?
Dr. Olga told us lots of times, Kate Walker. In this place, talking bad about the protocol is proof you're really sick.
Yeah. Dr. Olga knows what she's
Älä.
doing, and you can really trust
Lisää
her.
älä.
When we're better, our minds will be able to understand how the key works. You see?
Mä luotan vielä. Eikö ne voi enää puhua?
My new treatment is making me fall asleep on my feet.
Ja nyt ne on loppuun palaneet jutusta. Nyt yritetään ymmärtää, kuinka se avain toimii. Elikkä niinkään avainsa ei ole ongelmaa.
Let's try something else. Impossible. It doesn't work. Nothing. All that I have left of dear Oscar. All that I have left of dear Oscar. All that I have left of dear Oscar. All that I have left of dear Oscar.
Ei siinäkään mitään. Katsotaan tuo vielä.
Well, what do you know? Damn key doesn't work.
Joo.
Someone should have a word with the maintenance department.
Mennään tänne.
I should inspect the key before I do anything else.
Otako ei...
I should inspect the key before I do anything else.
Mitä tapahtuu? Kattokaa.
I should inspect the key
Ei.
before I do anything else.
Okei.
Be reasonable, please, Miss Walker. I'm sure that without treatment, in a few months you'll regain all of your faculties, and you'll be able to leave the clinic perfectly cured.
Musta tuntuu jotenkin... Musta tuntuu jotenkin siltä... Ottiko tää yhtä koko ruudella tää veli?
Kirk? Can you hear me?
Kirk? Ota vähän apua.
No luck. Well, I'll let him sleep for now.
Kattokaa tää.
I already know that everything works here. Let's check the key. These holes, it looks like something's been removed from the key. No doubt about it, my key's been deliberately damaged. I need to find a perfect copy if I want to be able to repair it.
One fucking original copy. Original copy. Sitten mä puhun sulle, saatana jätkä.
Be reasonable, please, Miss Walker. I'm sure that without treatment, in a few months you'll regain all of your faculties, and you'll be able to leave the clinic perfectly cured.
Mistä aloitetaan?
Aha.
Tässä on aikaa tai mitään. Mä osaan tuota kieltä.
I see. According to the picture, there's a pin missing. I need to find a way to fix it. But how am I going to manage it?
Okei. Nyt se katsoo tuolta.
My new treatment is making me fall asleep on my
Joo. Tää nyt tässä juosta jotenkin.
Someone should have a word with the maintenance department.
How are you, Kate Walker? Is your departure from the clinic imminent?
I'm afraid not.
You seem upset. What's wrong?
I have to use a kind of key to open a door and finally get out of this place. It's a kind of a test, you know? A test that I passed, but the key didn't work. And when I compared it with an original, I saw it had been sabotaged. I'm getting the impression they're trying to keep us here by any means, Kirk. Whether we want to stay or not.
That's a serious accusation. Are you sure?
The proof is building up. First there's that key which doesn't work, and that bed you're trapped in, and your missing prosthesis.
It's true that I've been very weak since I began Madame Olga's treatment. But she says that it's normal. She calls it temporary secondary effects.
We really need to get out of here, Kirk.
Unfortunately, I cannot undertake the long migration of the ostriches without the mechanical leg, Kate Walker. But you, on the other hand, you can leave.
But how?
Show me the model of the key you told me about. I need to see the... Show me the model of the key instead, please. That's what I thought. With this, my tribe smith should be able to repair your key. If, of course, you find a way to get it to him.
I doubt they have a postal service here.
Go onto the balcony. Our shaman's messenger is never very far. I use it to communicate with my people. You can give it the key. It'll take it to my tribe smith.
Got it. Thank you so much, Kirk.
The messenger is out on the balcony, Kate Walker.
Iso polkoni. Niin tyhmä voi tehdä. Oliko niin?
Have you seen the mammoths too? Go tell the staff, that way maybe they'll believe me. And have you seen any dragons too?
Se tuo se avain.
The messenger is out on the balcony, Kate Walker.
You just turn the key to activate it. 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 Kirk's tribe's camp, I guess.
Aha. Mhm. Seuraava ama tulee kohta.
The owl flew away with the key, Kirk.
That's good news, Kate Walker. Now we only need...
Kirk. What's wrong?
Dr. Olga's treatment.
Oh.
Kirk, can you hear me? Wake up!
Come. No need to be alarmed, Miss Walker.
You're Dr. Olga, I suppose.
We weren't expecting you to awaken for another few days, Miss Walker. This is surprising, truly. If I had known, I would have come by earlier in the day to assist you in your return to the world of the waking.
Unlike poor Kirk here, I have no need of help. I am very well, thank you.
Fainting is a secondary effect inherent in the treatment, Miss Walker. Nothing more. In medicine, despite any discomfort, protocol must be respected.
Oh, you mean that horrible mechanical bed where that poor boy is waiting for a prosthesis that never comes? That's protocol? And I suppose the same is true for the absurd interrogation I had to go through.
You seem to have developed a singular paranoia since you came out of the coma. When we get the chance, I'll look into it. But for now, I'm going to ask you to please
Piis mikä
leave.
piikki.
I have to administer the next stage of the treatment to your young friend.
Dr. Efimova, I demand to be released from this clinic. And trust me, I will be denouncing the curious way you've treated Kirk and your other patients. You have a very unique way of practicing medicine.
I find your defiance troubling, Miss Walker. I'm responsible for ensuring your recovery goes well. Of course, I can only strongly disapprove of a premature release.
I'm not interested in your opinion. Let me leave this instant.
Fine. Unfortunately, I cannot prevent you from leaving us. But please assuage my professional conscience before you go, and let me check your pulse.
Tulee piikki.
What the...
It's for your own good, Miss Walker. Believe me, you must receive treatment, whether you like it or not.
I can't believe Dr. Olga drugged me. That woman is completely insane.
On. Vähintäänkin. Vähintäänkin hullunaan.
What on earth could that quack have injected him with?
Jees, saatana takas sinne. Noniin.
Walker.
Kirk! How do you feel?
Not very well, I'm afraid.
This situation can't go on, Kirk. So what can I do to help you get out?
The best thing, Kate Walker, is for you to go alone. And if you really want to help me, once you are outside, go to Valsambor and try to recover my prosthesis from the craftsman. If you bring it back to me, Dr. Zamiatin will put it on, and I will be able to go back to my tribe.
Can we trust Dr. Zamiatin? I'm not so sure when I see what this clinic is like.
The man has always been a friend to the Ukols, and I'm sure he'll be able to help you leave the hospital and find the craftsman in Valsambor.
Okay. I promise to come back as soon as I can with your prosthesis, Kirk. Until then, hang in there.
Thank you, Kate Walker. And may the spirits be with you.
Elukassa. Ei ollut. Venäjä. Heidelberg Hospital.
Excuse me.
Yes?
I'm looking for Dr. Zamiatin.
He's in his office. You'll find him in the small corridor back there. The first door on your left.
I would like to leave this clinic. Would you mind telling me where the exit is, please?
Well, usually I'd have told you to go over to the other side of the courtyard to take the funicular that goes down to Valsambor. But it seems Dr. Efimova has shut off the entire clinic for security reasons. The funicular has been stopped until further orders.
I see. Thank you for all that information. I'll be going now.
Maybe you should head on back to your room and wait until they say the funicular is fixed and back in service.
I'll think about it. Goodbye.
Eikö me etsii se tyyppi?
Dr. Olga? Nobody. Maybe not such a bad thing.
At this time of day, Dr. Zamiatin should be available.
If it's for a regular checkup, the doctor's offices are behind the reception area.
Katso täältä. Tuolla on kattokaa jotain.
Dr. Olga? Nobody. Maybe not such a bad thing.
I've been waiting for my appointment for hours.
I'm here to see my husband. He's been here months and months.
Hienoja taloja. Tää ei oo kieltää. On ne hyvät.
Ah, hello, Miss Walker. How very delightful to see you up and about. Even if I really have to admit that I'm a bit surprised, our dear Dr. Olga painted a far darker picture of your current state of health.
Perhaps you should go upstairs more often to check on the condition of your patients, Doctor. You would see for yourself what Olga and Dr. Mangling are putting them through.
Good Lord, what do you mean?
You need to understand that Olga isn't the virtuous doctor that you seem to think. That woman spends all her time looking for unbelievable problems in her patients and makes diagnoses that she justifies through bizarre tests with systematically skewed results. And that's not to mention the treatment she's putting poor Kirk through.
Listen to me, Miss Walker. I know that waking up after a prolonged period in a coma is difficult. In such a context, anxiety attacks are very normal. But please, do not project it onto Dr. Olga. I'm not getting any younger, you know, and running this clinic is a very heavy burden. The last few years, Olga has shown she is capable of assisting me. I have every faith in her.
I'm not having an anxiety attack, Doctor. When I asked Olga to let me leave, she drugged me.
I know. Olga has informed me of the incident. According to her, you were unfortunately very aggressive and disturbed, and she had to inject a tranquilizer. Dr. Mangling spoke to me about your violent tendencies.
But
the subject is closed, Miss Walker. Please tell me about that pendant you have around your neck. I must admit I noticed it as soon as you walked in.
it belonged to Oscar, a friend who passed away.
I understand, Miss Walker. I myself have borne the weight of grief for decades now. Wearing a token from someone dear to you.
Elektroniikka sydän.
Dr. Zamiatine, I promised Kirk I'd go to the craftsman in Valsambur and bring back his mechanical prosthesis. The poor boy has been waiting for it for ages, so I'd like to try to speed up the process. Would you tell me how to get there?
Now there's a truly noble initiative, Miss Walker. I asked my clockmaker friend Simon Steiner.
Kellontekijä.
The young Yukon's mechanical prosthetic leg. He's a capable craftsman and ingenious. You'll find him in his workshop, near the Valsambur port. I imagine he must almost be finished with his work by now. He makes amazing things. You'll see.
Can you authorize my release so that I can see Dr. Steiner? Unfortunately, I've been told that the clinic is in lockdown.
You will have to ask Dr. Olga, Miss Walker. She signed the current order to lock
Fucking
our
Olga.
establishment down. She's in charge of giving out the passes. This book should answer any of the questions you may have about our Yukol's friends. Farewell and bon voyage, Miss Walker.
How many ostrich migrations have you seen?
This is the third one. I'm lucky to have seen so many of them. It's a rare spectacle. Believe me, the great herd of ostriches accompanied by the Yukols, doomed to blindly follow their animals wherever they happen to roam. And they don't care about countries, wars, and borders.
You seem to like the Yukols, Dr. Zamiatine.
They are a fascinating people, you know, and such astonishing medicine infused with shamanism. Without which, no doubt, you would have never arrived in this clinic alive, Miss Walker.
Why did the Yukels ask you to heal Kirk?
On each of their migrations, the Yukel shamans and I have exchanged medical knowledge. Their trance therapy and materia medica have provided astounding results for my patients affected by psychological afflictions. In exchange, I do what I can to take care of those injured that they can't heal using their traditional medicine, like that poor boy who lost his leg.
I get the impression that the Yukels aren't much liked around here.
Indeed. It would seem that most of the inhabitants of Valsambor are now quite hostile towards them. This wasn't the case a while back, you know. When I was young, the migration of the snow ostriches was an event widely welcomed with open arms in Valsambor.
Why the change in attitude?
Our region was actually somewhat devastated 20 years ago. Dramatic events changed the way people viewed the world. The people turned inward on themselves. They are less welcoming. And the fact that the Yukels have been stuck here, next to Lake Valsambor for several weeks, hasn't helped.
It's really necessary for me to ask Olga's permission to leave? You're the director of this clinic, after all.
Olga is my right-hand woman. I can't keep her uninvolved in current matters, Miss Walker. She is also currently your doctor. You should really talk with her about it. She isn't as evil as you seem to believe. You'll find her in her office, most probably.
Okei. Näs pois. Tuon. Joku hetkonen. Täältä tuli se kirja. Joka on venäjäksi varmaan. Venäjä. On suomi. Ei kun englantia. Chapter 17. Extracts from Yukel culture across the age by Bronislav Mouse. 62. Moments butchered by Yukels. According to Yukel tales recorded by Bronislav Mouse. Preface. Yukels, a name that systematically makes my usually torpid Yukels, a name that systematically makes my usually torpid students Google. Never before had they coaxed wind of the existence of these fascinating people. The people are strong, fiercely independent, and kind. So why does the gentle fragrance of my mystery float around this 1,000-year-old culture? And how to pierce the veil? The work you hold in your hands is the ultimate reference on the subject. I can attest without hesitation that reading it led directly to my study with lasted years of this culture. As part of the same research, the author and I conducted paleontology. Yet, what greater compliment for academic work than to have incident in a colleague the desire to explore a new field of research and to have transmitted this new and long-lasting passion to successive generations of students. Cornelius Bonet, professor of paleontology at the University of Barrowstad. Members of the Yukel tribe. Illustration produced from the accounts of Bronislav Mouse. Precisely dating the emergence of the Yukel tribe is an arduous, if not impossible task. Numerous traces and ruins scattered between the northern Urals and the French Alps nonetheless attest to an existence that goes back at least as far as dawn of history. This unusual longevity can be added another remarkable fact. The character of the Yukon customs and traditions unchanged after a millennium. This rare preservation of tribe's way of life is principally explained by discretion, as the Yukols are almost unknown among us. The correlation of factors is behind our general ignorance of this tribe. The first is the Yukols' nomadic way of life, or more specifically, semi-nomadic, but we shall return to this point later. It serves the reason for the second factor. The roads taken by the tribe are mainly located in Ukno and mostly wild territory, still very much at the outskirts of the great, in terms of size, a dominant civilization that have left their mark on Eurasian history. These two factors have thus enabled the Yukols to elude all attempts at ethnic and religious purification, remaining outside the main conflicts that have shaken the continent. So many parameters that have made the preservation of their culture possible. Nonetheless, and we shall return to this point later, the Yukols are not unknown to all. Their migration brings them into regular contact with the indigenous people, but if the latter tolerate their passage, they have never socially accepted. Interbreeding with the tribe, thus preventing any form of cultural dilution. Catherine in Aslet, illustration produced from the account of Bronislav Mouse. Relationship with nature. There is an undeniable, almost organic connection between the Yukon tribe and nature. The rare traces accepted as being of their civilization attest a cave-dwelling tradition, backed by a strong ability to adapt. The tribe inhabited natural grottos during its wanderings in western lands, while in the Arctic regions they occupied ice caverns that they carved out by hand. Yukon architecture illustration produced from the account of Bronislav Mouse. The Yukons also live in symbiosis with a variety of animal species. Whether it is the owls they have tamed and trained to act as messengers, or the little known Choki, Canis ursus polaris, used as trackers, sheepdog and sled dog. The tribe has become expert at domestication. The Yukon's survival is directly correlated to that of certain animal species. There is considerable evidence of the tribe have been in close proximity to mammoths in prehistoric times, with the animals serving as beasts of burden, a means of transport and source of meat and wool. Their gigantic bones were also used as building materials or to make furniture. Joki's illustration produced from the accounts of Bronislav Mouse. You could believe that the mammoths are not in fact extinct, but indeed still exist on a large island in the northern reaches of the continent. If these lines shall prefer not to indulge in the formulation of an opinion in direct contradiction to scientific consensus, he is nonetheless forced to admit that he has seen with his own eyes examples of Yukon craftsmanship made from the bones of pachyderms in an astounding state of conservation. Yukon riding a mammoth, illustrated produced from Yukon tales as told to Bronislav Mouse. Fact remains that the Yukons have shifted their dependence from the mammoth to the grey snow ostrich, Cruteus nivis, a population of migratory Arctic bird known for their stubborn and nervous nature. These ostriches have the particularity of setting out every 20 years or so on a great migration, covering a vast territory. The purpose of the migration is to bring the herd to the lands where they reproduce, loose steppes located in the heart of what is now Yakstan. You can ride in a great snow ostrich. Illustration produced from the account of Bronislav Mouse. Animism and spirituality. One of the most fascinating characteristics of the Yukon culture resides in its ability to absorb a material imperative. The need for part of the tribe to follow the herd of snow ostriches to ensure the survival of the entire group and transform it into a spiritual event, a platform for belief. Indeed, those of the tribe who accompany the great ostriches experience the migration as a spiritual voyage, an intimate transcendence whose purpose is to drive the power of the spirits upon the individual and his family. The road of the migration is thus scattered with sacred states, rites, and spiritual codes that the caravan shamans ensure and scrupulously respected. They are both soothsayers. They interpret the signals led by the spirits, and advisors to the leader of the migration. The spiritual guide, seen as superior and somehow chosen by the spirits, to guide the caravan to the legendary sacred lands where the ostriches will reproduce. Transmission of Geoclimate. Illustration produced from the account of Bronislav Mouse. Holy shit. Nyt, hei, tänne aukas ovi vai?
The American is awake. You must hurry, Colonel.
How is she doing?
Miss Walker is rather restless. I had to administer a tranquilizer, but I'm afraid I won't be able to keep her here for very long, Colonel. She is very quickly going to become a problem.
Kate Walker will always represent a problem for us, and also for our cause, Dr.
Vanha tietokone vaikka 2017 vuoden peli.
I can use
On
methods
tehty
that are more,
kauan tuota peliä,
how
niin
should
sen
I put
takia.
it,
Ei
medical.
kerrota uusimman tietokonetta.
No, not for the moment. That isn't a very good idea. I want her back in good condition. And what about the tribe of nomads?
Just like the past 2 years, Lake Valsambor hasn't frozen over, so the herd can't cross the ice. They're stuck here. And also, their young guide is still in our control. If everything goes as planned, soon the Yukuls will have no choice but to go back home. Especially as I have a plan to speed things up.
Fine.
There's also the American detective, Colonel. He should be arriving soon.
Let him meet with Miss Walker if that's what he wants to do. No point alarming him just yet. But when all is said and done, we're the ones who are handling the young woman's case. No American is going to come here and tell us what to do.
Ärkat niitä venäläisiä. Tietokone päällä, niin pitää varmaan varoa tätä kameraa.
What? Where did she go?
Olga, I've received confirmation that the American is a super thief. She is a hysteric by Nutler and has gotten it into her head to accompany an old lunatic to some imaginary island. On the way, she has caused a great deal of nuisance for the authorities and, above all, has associated herself with those freeloading vehicles. It will also seem that Uncle Sam consider her to be of some importance. This is a good occasion to get rid of her. When I get to Walsenburg, my men will arrest her and deliver her to her country authorities. Until then, take good care of her. Colonel. Yesterday, Colonel, I received the report of the commission concerning the clinic management, and with all due respect to our comrade commissioners, I believe that splitting Samitine to one side of my behalf will be an error. He almost never leaves his office anymore, of course, and he delegates our responsibility to me, but his signature is the one appearing at the bottom of every document, even the ones concerning my experiments. I therefore feel that it will be better to let him remain behind his desk. He makes the perfect staffman. At your service, this is Olga Efimova. Sitten oli tuko. Dr. Efimova. My name is Nick Hantin, and without bragging, I am acknowledged as the best private detective on the East Coast of the USA. I'm contacting you following the telephone conversation you had with my client. The law firm Marson and Lormont, as agreed, I'll be arriving the next 5 days to honor the terms of the contract you agreed to with the firm concerning the extradition of Kate Walker. One point still bothers me, though. Is it true that Miss Walker has to be arrested by some sort of local militia? During the day, I'd like to have video conference with you to clarify this point and go over the last few practical details concerning my arrival. Regards, Nick Hunting, the finest private investigator of the East Coast. Today, Dr. Efimova. In accordance with your recommendations, I subject patient number 10, the American Kate Walker, to the standard psychiatric interview. Even though at first glance she seemed confusing, the patient nonetheless demonstrated all the symptoms typical of the propensity for anarchism common in her misguided homeland, whereas it turned out she subscribes completely to the cause of the local nomads, and it is obvious that she intends to continue agitating in our beloved region. I therefore recommend an emergency protocol restricting her movements and interactions with other patients who might be encouraged to agitate for the young nomad. I will have the mechanical bed calibrated for the patient with this in mind. In preparations for your response, sincere, this is Helmet Mongoling psychiatrist. Ei saatana. Oho, väärä paniikka.
Hello, Miss Efimova. I'm here to see you too. Kate Walker. It really is you. What a coincidence. I've been looking for you for weeks.
Mr. Canton, I presume?
Ah, I see that my reputation precedes me. Miss Efimova must have told you I was coming.
No, I just now learned of your existence, Mr. Canton. A while ago, my employer in New York informed me that he was going to stick a detective on my back.
Mikä oli?
I don't like to boast, but I'm the best
Tick, tick.
detective on the East Coast. Never a problem with me. I've been asked to bring you back home safe and sound, Miss Walker.
Okay.
I should be in Valsambor in a few hours.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Mr. Canton. I'm sure that finding me hasn't been easy.
Oh my God, you have no idea.
I'm afraid this might upset you, but I'm not planning on going back to the United States for the moment, Mr. Canton.
To be honest, you don't really have a choice. The U.S. Justice Department is looking for you, and I even have an international arrest warrant for you, Miss Walker. Who'd have thought?
The feds are looking for me? But what's the charge? I've done nothing wrong.
Embezzlement! Apparently you took off with a contract for the sale of the Clockwork Toy Factory in Vorarlberg. And you took advantage of the seller's senility. You're even suspected of being responsible for the death of one of them, a Mr. Hans Vorarlberg, the last heir authorized to sign contracts with the company you represented. That's not negligible. You know, Miss Walker.
This is completely ridiculous. And as far as I know, you aren't authorized to represent the Justice Department in this country. You're just a detective. So you'll have to put up with it, Mr. Canton. I'm not going back to New York with you. So leave me alone.
Wait, Miss Walker. Please be reasonable.
Goodbye, Mr. Canton.
Oliko siinä? Minne se saatana meni juttu? Ai niin, tää vaatii tän. On tulla tommonenkin. Tässä on kuva, niin mä muistan mikä. Punainen. Sininen. Aika nopea. Noniin.
Charming.
Eikö se jotain?
Charming.
Hurry up.
Yes, Dr. Elfimova. I'm doing whatever I can. Get this damn tap open in the end, you'll see. That's it.
Well, that should convince the Yukon scum to strike camp and go back where she came from. Come on, Helmut. Let's not hang about here.
Yes, of course, Dr. Elfimova.
This thing is stuck.
No niin, mä tiedän.
It doesn't work. No way.
Ei ole mitään täällä. Mennään takas.
Hydrochloric acid. Not a chance. This thing is stuck. Careful with that.
Joo, se saa auki. Hei, asidia.
Stuck.
Eikö asidia on syöttävää? Jos on, niin on kaikki hyvin. Nyt jännittää. Ainakin sydänsykki 1100. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Holy crap. Uh-huh. Hei. Kiitos kun katsot tää video. Jatkoin ensi kerralla. Ei huomenna. Nyt nyt päästiin vankilasta kun Sairaalasta pakkoon katsoa Sairaalasta, niin mennään taas ensi jakso sijaitsissa. Moi moi!